Hi guys, bonjour mes amis, I'm Booger, welcome aboard. Scones, yeah. Tom loves scones. I didn't know what scones were till Tom introduced me to scones. I'm not crazy about sweets, but it's not too sweet. It's like a biscuit with some tea. All right, I don't know where that came from. I've got some raspberries that I need to use up, so I was just going to try it out in the air fryer, see if we can make some scones in the air fryer. Right? Why not? Chin chin. So the first thing I did was, you need a stick and a half of butter. You cube it up, and I put that in the freezer. So it was in the freezer for like 15-20 minutes. You want that butter ice cold, okay? So again, I'm going to leave the link to the recipe down below of what I'm doing. I'm going to add some raspberries, so that's up to you. I've got 3 cups of flour here. It says combine the flour, sugar, salt, baking powder, and baking soda. So 3 cups of flour, a 1/3 cup of sugar, and 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. So this is a pastry cutter, I guess. I don't know what they call it. You need this. This is like a Walmart thing, okay? It's to break that butter up, so it just gonna make little like pea-sized pieces in there. All right, so add the butter, and we're gonna cut that with that tool, and I'm gonna show you what the texture looks like. In case you want to see how it's you just go like that. Okay, just cut into it. All right, so that's what it looks like. You could do this with a fork, but it's going to be a lot more work for you. So it's got like little pebbles, like all the butter is like cut up in little pieces, and it's mixed in with the flour stuff. So we're pretty much done with this tool, and we're going to use these tools. So here I've got a cup of buttermilk, and we're going to put 1 egg in there. Okay. And vanilla extract, we're going to put a teaspoon of vanilla extract. You need 2 eggs, but 1 egg for this. Alright. Mix that up. This time you could use a fork. It's the old-fashioned way, right? Okay. So we're gonna make a well in the middle of this flour mixture. Just take both your hands and just go right down to where the bottom of the bowl is. Like this. Push it to the side. This is where you need a deep bowl. And add this liquid mixture. Now we're not going to overmix, okay? We're just going to do very little mixing. So you drop a little bit at a time, go on the side of the bowl, and just drop it in the well. And just scoop up and on top. I love making breads and stuff. Because of this, like feeling dough in my hands is just lovely. If you've never made homemade bread, you feel like you've accomplished like something huge when you have. It's so awesome. Now don't add the fruit yet, because we're going to try not to mush them up, you know. So it's starting to come together here. It's a little sticky, that's okay. Alright, at this point, I'm going to put these berries in there. Now I've probably got about, I don't know, 1/2 cup. It all depends. Alright, so I'm going to cut right here, and I'm going to go wash my hands and flour the surface, and then I'll show you what's next. So have a clean surface. I got flour, and here we go. Okay, it's okay. So we're gonna knead this a little bit here. Get your butt in there. So just have some flour on the side ready because you're gonna need it. It's a very cold and wetish batter. All right, now we're getting somewhere. You could use nuts or chocolate chips. I'm gonna do this again with some blueberries that we got growing. A little bit more flour. There we go. Now it's starting to form. That butter's helping out, you know? So we got like a raspberry jam going through this. All right, so let's flatten this out a little bit, and we're going to cut this in two. Okay, put this one aside. May have had too much raspberry there, but gosh, raspberries are so good and so expensive. It's so crazy. So we're gonna knead this a little bit. There we go. Takes time and patience, y'all. Okay. So I'm going to use a flat pan by Delonghi, and we'll put a link to that. So we're going to make like a 6-inch disc. Okay, 6 inches is like the size of a dollar bill. Just keep that in mind. Flatten that out. Let me wash my hands and I'll show you. So here's the flat pan, and I'm going to spray some olive oil on the bottom of this. Okay. You can use the other pan, take the pedal out. I just prefer to use this one now. Actually, I can do this here so I can show you. So, we're going to make 8 triangles. So you're going to go half, flour your pastry cutter, and then you're going to go half again. Alright, flour, like a pizza, and you're going to go in between those halves. So you got yourself some triangles, some scones. I don't know what it is about scones, though. It makes me want to talk British. All right. Actually, I could get with this. Yeah, there we go. So I'm just going to put this in the air fryer just like that. Okay. So let me line those up. I'll change the angle and we'll go from there. You could fit the whole 8 pieces in there, but you don't want to overcrowd these. So I'm putting 6 in there, and then I'll do another batch with the rest of them, or 2 other batches. Now, the instructions on this site, it says you can freeze them, you can refrigerate them overnight, uncooked. You could sealed and frozen for up to a month. If baking from frozen, add about 2 more minutes. I mean, it's got some pretty good instructions on this recipe if you're not doing it this way. So it says the oven at 400, and let me see. 15 minutes, I think it says 12 to 15 minutes. So I'm showing you, if it's an oven recipe, you can convert it to the air fryer. We're not going to spray it or nothing. The bottom sprayed. That's all we need. So let me think about this. The bottom on, should I do it? I don't think I'm going to turn the bottom on. I think it's going to cook it too fast on the bottom. So the top, let's do a 4. I'm going to try 4. I got another batch to try it out. So right now, the bottom's off, number 4, the highest setting on the air fryer, and we'll see how that works. All right, before I forget, I just started cooking, so that extra egg, you put a teaspoon of water in there and brush the tops with it. Okay. You mixed up the egg and the water, and you call that an egg wash. That'll give it a nice golden color. Alright, so there we go. Let's get back to cooking. Alright, here's what I've learned. Number 4 is too high, as you can tell. See, of course the egg wash is going to put a nice golden color to it, but it cooked way too fast. Like 12 minutes, I pulled it out, they're cooked. I mean, you can see, I can break this up for you if you want. I mean, they're fully cooked, but too fast, I think. So I lowered it to 3 and did 15 minutes. This was 12 minutes, number 4, and these were 15 minutes, number 3. So I think that's better. And the bottom looks good. See, they're still warm. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some powdered sugar. You could eat this with butter. It's all up to you. Come on. Okay. So I will take a picture and I'll taste it for you. Yeah. Yummy raspberries. Right? Mmm. So good. Mmm. Oh yeah, that's done. Mmm. Best way to eat scones is when they're warm. They're so delicious. That raspberry is so good. Well, there you go. Possible to make scones in the air fryer? Why, yes, it is. So, like I said, I would do 15 minutes at 3. I mean, that's a beautiful color and all, but it was too fast for me. So, there you go. Thanks for watching.